What up, YouTube? Alake's back at you again with another Starcraft 2 replay. I've been away for the past few days for the holidays, but I'm glad to be back. I've been up since 4 in the morning. I just got off my flight, but I do have my coffee, so we should be good to go here. On the right-hand side of the map, we have our red Protoss player, Maneater. On the left-hand side of the map, we have our blue Zerg player, DungDealer. I almost said Dung Eater from Elden Ring. But nope, this is in fact DungDealer. I do like that name. Great A troll right here. It does look like he is going for a fast pool. I'm curious to see if there's going to be an expansion behind this anytime soon. But it does look to be a pool first for our blue Zerg player. Gate expand for our red Protoss player, Maneater. Gateway first at the very least. We do not see an expansion just yet. Probe here, going for the early scout, which I am a fan of in PvZ matchups, just because if there is any sort of cheese play from the Zerg, it's best to know that as fast as possible. He does spot that spawning pool and does see that there's no expansion here for our Zerg player. At least not yet. It does look like he will be throwing down an expansion now. Maneater did miss this though, so it does look like he's going more of a full commit into production rather than going for the expansion here, which I do understand. That was, I feel like, a bit of a late hatchery though, so I do get this move here to go for a full wall, because as a Protoss, you would be expecting to see a lot of Zerglings coming into the base very quickly here. There's only 2 Zerglings this Zealot will have no trouble dealing with. Zerglings almost looks like they're looking for an angle into the base, but this is a full wall. Oh man, that Zergling went flying right into the sky. DungDealer's little robot Zerg puppy here, running for its life, will get away. Meanwhile, we do see a third hatchery going down for DungDealer before the naturals even finished. So I'm trying to understand if this was initially going to be an all-in, but as soon as it was scouted, it seems that DungDealer may have given up and just decided to go for a macro play, which is kind of a cool response because he did force a late Nexus out of the Protoss player here and a full wall. If Maneater does eventually want to leave this base, he will have to destroy one of these buildings. It's likely a gateway will have to go down, so that will be frustrating later down the line. So I don't necessarily disagree with what our Zerg player is doing right now. Going for the macro play behind what looked to be, in my opinion at least, an all-in. Man, this portrait, it does look a little bit like a puppy. I always make jokes about it, but this does look like a little dog. Anyway, we do see some action here going down into the third base. 2 adepts, nothing crazy. That's quite a lot of Zerglings, even 4 adepts. I do like that Maneater brought the Zealot down, going for some heavy aggression on his end, punishing this greedy playstyle here. Oh, this portrait, man. What a troll. My guy, DungDealer. I like your style, man. I like your style. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I don't expect these will finish. No, they don't. 2 queens. That's a lot of adepts, even for 2 queens to deal with. They will have to slow walk away, but this gap here in the creep isn't crazy. I would like to see this bridge closed. It is so close. The adepts here being a nuisance to our Zerg player. I wonder, I don't expect these will finish. Oh, maybe. Does finish the shade into the natural here. We see a Spine Crawler and a Spore Crawler. Interesting choice on the Spore Crawler. It's possible that DungDealer is afraid of some Oracle harassment behind this. He hasn't really scouted anything in the main base of our Protoss player. We do see glaives being researched. The adepts do go down. We have one pesky adept here that the queens are going to try and deal with. It does get the kill on that drone. Is running that adept away, likely going to be reinforced. Right here, slow warping in. I do like the position of this forward pylon. Let's take a look at workers killed. 23 units killed in total, 9 workers killed for our Protoss player here. Not bad. He is, I was going to say almost 10 supply up. Now he's only, okay, almost 10 supply up again. I do like this response out of Maneater. He saw what he likely assumed was some sort of all-in, decide to go full wall and throw down some aggression to punish the greedy response out of the Zerg. I think going pool first like that likely should have, I think the Zerg probably should have committed to some sort of aggressive play on his end, just because it put him behind an economy briefly. That is a lot of adepts. Okay, they do finish. We do have roaches here, which will be able to tank some of these adept hits, though. Oh, I like this. This is so frustrating to deal with. He's going to start playing tag with the bases. This is a much easier base to hit here. A lot less defended. No spine crawlers, just the spore crawler. That is a decent amount of adepts lost, though. Those roaches are strong against adepts. Very tanky unit, but ultimately not enough. I do like this. They're like bionic, almost like biomechs. Anyway. That is a lot of adepts. We have more adepts coming in here at the bottom of the map. At this point, Zerg is pushed down to 2 base. Leaves the game, no GG. Maneater will be victorious. Let's take a look at these units killed here. 45 workers killed. That is insanity. One worker killed on the Zerg side of things. That was a great response by Maneater. Saw what was likely the all-in, decided to go for an aggressive play himself, and ended up punishing a greedy follow-up by our guy, DungDealer, right here. So solid game, great response by Maneater. I am a fan of that. That's something I might take into one of my own games, because I have a lot of trouble dealing with Zerg all-ins. So I do like that response here. Anyway, that's it for this Diamond PvZ game. If you like what you saw, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys on the next one.